Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over the Orange You Glad palette, the monochromatic orange palette from ColourPop today. We're also going to be doing some experimenting with their lippie sticks. I got their whole set of lippie sticks to try out for you guys. We're not doing all 48 tonight, we're doing just like one or two. And then we also have some of their face milks that they have from Fourth Ray Beauty that we'll be trying out tonight. We went on, and a couple nights ago I asked on my Instagram stories which one you all would rather see first. If you guys would rather see the orange palette first or the yellow honey palette, and the orange one won. So we're going to be doing that, and then I'm going to be kind of mixing in my other new products that I've gotten. And then a little bit later this week I'm going to be filming a new BoxyCharm review. I know it's kind of late, but life happens, and that'll be up before the end of the month, hopefully. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to do half and half. I'm going to do half my face with my Milk Hydro Primer because I know how that reacts and how it works with my face. And then I'm going to be trying one of the face milks as my primer on the other half because I've seen some people do that. And then I can kind of compare the two and see what I like about one, what I like about the other. I'm going to go on and I'm going to talk about the face milks. I got their set that they just released. They recently had a whole rainbow theme come out, and they did all their face milks in one package. Well, almost all their face milks in one package for $35. They're usually $10, and so I thought that was pretty good. And recently I have been using the papaya one. I've been using papaya. It's been my nightly moisturizer that I've been doing, and I asked last night if you guys were interested in seeing some more skincare videos, so stay tuned to my Instagram stories for those. I'm gonna kind of do that on there. If you guys want to see a whole video of skincare, let me know. I'm still learning, and then we can learn together. I really like these face milks. I have really dry skin, so they've really been helping. I've used the papaya for the past 2 nights, and then I also, if in the morning I feel like I'm gonna need it for the day, that's what I've been using. I used the turmeric one day. That is the it's the revitalizing one, and it had some small flecks of shimmer. They weren't noticeable, but it just made my skin look overall glowing from within. It was really pretty. So real quick, I'm gonna go on and go through what each of the face milks does. So the first one I'm gonna go over is the watermelon. It looks like this, and it comes with a little dropper, and it is a balancing face milk with watermelon seed oil, bamboo milk, cucumber water, and aloe. And then the papaya one that I've been using for the past 2 nights is the illuminating one, and it has papaya enzymes, papaya oil, water lily milk, and white tea. And then the turmeric one with the little bit of glimmer in it is a revitalizing one, and it has turmeric, almond milk, camu, and licorice in it. Then I also received the matcha one, and it is energizing. It looks like this, and they all have the same packaging, same dropper. And this one has matcha milk, jojoba milk, rice milk, kale, and white tea. And then we have this one, and it's a acai. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it has a C in it, dragon fruit, passion fruit extract, and white hibiscus milk. And that one is anti-pollution. And I really like how it's geared. They're all geared for something different. When I put them on, they're not heavy feeling. They dry down so they don't stay like that goop, like that sticky, tacky feeling forever. So when I put it on at night, I don't feel like I'm going to be wiping it off on my pillows, and it's just going to be getting everything all greasy. Feels really nice. So what you do to use them is you take a couple of drops, and I like to go across the forehead and a drop on my nose, and then some on my cheeks, and then I just pat that in. I have also been using maracuja oil, and mixing some of that in just for a little bit of added help with the dryness. So the one that I think I'm gonna go in with today is, I think I'm gonna go with the matcha. And so I'm gonna get these out of the way. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to be doing my milk hydro on this side, and then I'm gonna be using the matcha on this side, and then we can compare from there. So we'll go on and get started. Okay, so that side of the face is done. And now we're gonna go in with the matcha, and I'm gonna use my right hand to go in with this one. I am left-handed, so we will see how this goes. It really is just like a really thin, watery milk. It has the milky look and consistency, but then it's very thin. So I always like to let my primer set for like a minute or two. That way I just know that it's getting tacky, that it's fully set up. If I go in too fast with it, I feel like it hasn't started becoming a primer. It's still too wet, and it's just gonna slide around on my face as I put my foundation and everything else on. So the foundation we're gonna be going in with today is going to be my Huda Beauty. So I'm just gonna go in with my Morphe sponge. And then just go in. My cats, I let them decide before I started filming if they wanted to be in the room or if they wanted to be outside the room, and they both chose outside because Robert's was outside in the kitchen, but now he's gone to the store because I want apple juice, so he's gonna go get me some apple juice. And so now they keep pawing at the door to try and get in. So I'm probably gonna have to end up caving and letting them in, because this is Sassy's room. She just can't have anybody else in here without her supervision. So I'm always curious about other people's like makeup routines and the order they do it in. Who does, like, how many of you do your eyebrows before your your face makeup, and then how many like me do your face makeup and then your eyebrows? Most of the time I do my makeup before eyebrows, but every once in a while, depending on the look, I might go in and do my eyebrows first. So I was filming and I went to get up to let a cat in, and my phone fell and knocked all my pans out. So I will be fixing that and being right back. So I'm back from fixing my little dilemma. So we are gonna go on in with concealer now that I have my foundation on. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Coconut Flakes Concealer. I'm just gonna go in like I normally do. Put mostly this under. Put it on my forehead. If you guys would like a really in-depth video of how I do my face and why I do it, just let me know in the comments down below, and I can definitely do like an in-depth face video or an in-depth eye video or eyebrows or how, like anything like that. Any ideas you guys have, just leave in the comments below and I will try to get to them and make your dreams come true. He's back with my apple juice. So I'm gonna go on and look at my face, see how I compare this side, see if I see any major differences, and then once I get all my makeup done, I'll kind of give another debrief. Okay, to me, I think that I actually like the moisturizer, the face milk side better. My face on the side that I use my matcha face milk, it just looks more smooth and the makeup doesn't look as thick on, especially like right in here. Like this is with the Milk Hydro Grip, and then this is with the face milk, and it just looks so much smoother to me on this side. This side is definitely more glowy. It looks more hydrated. But this side just looks like a very natural glow. Now that I'm done with brightening and concealing and all that with my face, I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder and Shade Pound Cake. And I've been mixing my powders a lot lately. So I'm going to go in with this right under my eyes where I need the most help. I'm just gonna put that right under, and then I finish off the rest of my face with the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. So everywhere I put my concealer, that's basically where I use the Huda Beauty, and then everywhere else is where I put my Laura Mercier. So now that that powder is done, I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier using that same sponge, and I'm just gonna go over around the edges of my face. This is probably always going to be a favorite powder of mine, the translucent loose setting powder from Laura Mercier. It is very good. It does what it needs. And it does bake very well, but if I leave it on too long, it's just way too white on my face. So then now I'm just gonna go back and make sure that there's no tackiness that I can feel anywhere, and if there is, I'll put a little extra powder. That way I know where I've hit and where I haven't, or where it needs just a little bit of extra help. And I'll just go on and hit everywhere really nice and even it out. Okay, and so then powder is done. So we're going to go on and do my eyebrows, and then I'll probably put on the rest of my face without highlighter, and then go on and do my eyes. Save that for last. So now we're going to go on in and using my Anastasia brow definer, I'm gonna go in and do that real quick, and I'm gonna do that off camera because it's really boring to watch someone do their eyebrows, and it takes me forever, and you guys don't want to sit here for 15 plus minutes and watch me do my eyebrows. So I will be right back. Yes.
Love you. Love you.
Love you. Okay. I got my juice. So I went on and did my eyebrows, and then I went on and bronzed my face a little, just so I had some color on me. So looking at my face a little bit better, my smile lines, the foundation has started to fall into the lines, like my under eye crease, and then this just barely, just a little bit more than this side. So this side has stayed a little bit better at staying nice and smooth. And then this side has fallen just a little. The skin still looks, in my opinion, I like the way my skin looks on this side better. But it's just in my, let's see, in my smile lines, you can see it start to crack just right there. And this, you can see where they're supposed to be, but it's smooth over. And this, you can see where the creases are supposed to be, but they're there. And then these ones are just a little bit more evident. And that's just the little things that I've seen. Otherwise, my forehead, it's looking normal. Everything still looks like it normally does. My bronzer does not look chunky like this in real life. You can see it blended nicely off camera. It's just the lighting. It really is not a good lighting in here. It's nighttime, so I have a lamp and then what's on my makeup mirror, and that's all I have for lighting. And then my ceiling head light. So I went in with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula for my bronzer. And then for my eyebrows, like I said, I did the brow definer. And then I used the clear brow gel from Anastasia as well. So we're going to go in with the main part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with Zested. Just up in that upper part of my eye. There's a lot of dusties with this color. I mean, I'm just tapping into it and there's all that coming out for it. So we'll just put that on and see if it's the color I want. So Zested is the lightest color in this palette. There are 6, 6 mattes, 2 glimmers, and 1 pressed glitter in this palette. And the pressed glitter is absolutely stunning. It's Clementine. It's this one in the middle. And there's like peach and gold, and it looks like a little bit of green. And it's just iridescent and beautiful. And then my favorite color, I think, is gonna be Mimosa Mommy. Right there. It's like a bright coral orange. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to try and do a cut crease. So I'm gonna try and leave everything down here as clean as I can so that when I go in with my concealer, it's not as much to clean up. Okay, so then there's that color, and what I'm gonna do next is I am going to go in with Creamsicle, basically right over where I put Zested, but just a little bit lower. Just so that when I cut my crease, there's just a little bit of definition. We have Zested and we have Squeeze Me, and it's one of the shimmers. And then we have Creamsicle, a matte, Rise and Grind, a matte, Clementine, the pressed glitter, Sunkissed, a matte, Tangerine Dreams, a shimmer, Mimosa Mommy, which is a matte, and then You Peel Me, which is also a matte. So now that I have that laid down, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of a denser brush and put Mimosa Mommy right in that outer corner and kind of bring it in just a little. Okay, and it looks unblended now, but I'm gonna go on and do my cut crease, and then I'm gonna go in with a clean blender brush and blend it all out. So I'm gonna go on and cut my crease. I'm going to go in with my little concealer brush, and I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape, and then just lay that down. Just to bring back some of the tackiness so that the color that I put on here just sticks easier. So there's those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Tangerine Dreams, which is the more orange. So there's one that's more like yellow orange and more that's like a orange. I'm gonna go in with this like yellow orange and put that all over my lid. I'm gonna go in with a flat brush, and then I'm gonna pick it up on my brush, and then I'm gonna spray it with my 4-in-1 Rainforest of the Sea setting spray, and that's just to help it stick a little bit better and be a little bit more vibrant. Okay, so then there is that. And now that I have that set, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with that dense brush with the Mimosa Mommy, and I'm just gonna blend that to make the edges less noticeable, make it a little bit more seamless. So I'm just gonna go in with this thick blender. It's clean, just cleaned them 2 days ago, and I'm just gonna kind of shimmy that along where the Mimosa Mommy meets Creamsicle and Zested, and then bring it down to where it also meets my Tangerine Dreams. And then you can go back and forth with your dense brush and the glitter brush and just pack that back and forth. So now that the top of my eye is done, I'm gonna go do the bottom of my eye. So I am going to take, what brush do I want to use? I'm gonna go in with a flat small brush just so I can go in right under and kind of blow that out. And I'm gonna go in with Rise and Grind right along and then blow it out with Sunkissed. Okay, so we have blended out and got that all done the way I like it. So what I did is I went in and I blended it all out, and then I blended the top and the bottom together so that way it was all cohesive. It wasn't like top lid, bottom lid. Okay, and so now I'm gonna pick my eyeliner. At this point you can go in with really any color that you want. White to make your eyes look bigger, cream to kind of just make them, again, to look bigger, just not as dramatic. You can go in with a brown, or you can go in with a bright orange and keep with the orange theme. It's up to you. I think I'm gonna go in with the brown. Okay, and so I'm gonna put that on and then I'll be right back. And I'm back. I also went on and did my eyelashes while I was off camera. I did the Lash Paradise in Blackest Black, and I just put that on the top and the bottom. At this point, you can go on and you can add top liner, or you can just add your lashes, or you can call it good, finish off your face, your lips, and be done. I'm going to go on and do my inner corner highlight, my brow, and then I'm also gonna add just a little bit to my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Clementine and I'm gonna pat that right on the inner corner. And then I'm also gonna add that just, now that it's in my inner corner, I'm gonna add that just right on top of the shimmer, so that it adds a little bit of glitter, just a little bit. So now I'm going to, while I've been really liking the no eyeliner and just natural lashes, I'm going to go in, do a little bit of a line, and then I'm going to go in with my Lily lashes in style So Extra Miami, and then I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So what I did is I took my Kat Von D tattoo liner and I made a very thin line just right above my lash line. That way I had a starting point and kind of it was a little bit more forgiving when I put my lashes on if there was a gap. And I went on, put my lashes on, and I also finished the rest of my face other than lips. So I went in with my L'Oreal Paradise Enchanting blush, and it has a slight shimmer. It smells amazing, smells like peaches, and I just put that right on the apples of my cheeks. Gave me a nice little bronzy, kind of went with the more orange instead of doing like a pinky. So I went in with Seychelles on my upper brow bone, and then I also used it as my highlighter for my Cupid's bow, my cheekbones, and my nose. And then now all I have left to do is I have lips. So like I was saying earlier, I have this whole new box of lippies, and I already picked out the two colors. So the two colors I picked, I have a cream and then I have a matte, and one of them is called Parker. I don't know, there we go. And then the other one is at Twilight, and it's a cream. And then they're both just like nudies. This one looks like it has a little bit more of a pinky peach undertone, and then this one has more of a brown kind of cherry-ish tone to it. So I think I'm gonna go in with At Twilight, and then I'm just gonna do my entire lip, and then we will be done other than setting spray. So there is At Twilight, the lippy stick. I really like it. So it's not gonna dry down matte, it's gonna stay creamy. I've tried a couple of these just to test them out. Went out on a date night, wore one just to do some errands one day. I really like them. They're not the most long wearing, so if you are drinking out of a straw or eating, they will come off, but they are gorgeous. They don't get dry and crusty on the lips. They're very comfortable to wear, very easy to put on. So I really like this product. Out of all the products that we've used, I haven't had any issues with any of them today. Out of the ColourPop ones, I really like them. So we're gonna spray, and we're gonna go in with the Farsali Skin Mist. Just cover my eyes. I don't wanna get that on my lower lash line. So I've recently started covering my eyes to do my face setting spray at the end, just so it doesn't get on my lower lashes, get those re-wet, and then I get like black smudges under my eyes. So I have now completed everything and it's all done. Final thoughts. I really like this palette. It looks gorgeous. There's so many different ways to use this palette because there are so many different types of oranges. There's like a brown and then a bright orange and a yellow orange and like some like tanny like colors, and it's just, it can be used for so many. It can be used for a glam, it can be used for a natural everyday, it can be used like just using like zested kind of all over, kind of like as a nice little flush of color, or you can use You Peel Me in the outer corner and just kind of brush that in your crease and use that and just that. So using the matcha face milk as a primer, I am a fan of. It did fall into my creases just a little bit more, and then kind of crease around my nose just a little bit more than the milk side. The milk side still, it's pretty smooth, pretty flat, it's not falling in yet, but on this side it's just a little, just right here where when I smile it kind of creases, or if I scrunch my nose, anything like that, that's where it's falling in. It's nothing major. If I'm not like sitting there nitpicking at it, no one's gonna notice. It's very minimal, and I mean, if I would have baked and kept it on a little bit longer, that could have also helped. So that is good. And then with the At Twilight Cream Lippie, I like how it tied the whole look together. It's not too bright orange, so it's not like so in your face, but it has like a nice little peachy undertone so that it goes and it's not too nude, because I need to stop using the same nudes I use all the time. So overall, love this look, love how it turned out. So if you have any ideas or anything like that for a new video, leave that down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this a thumbs up, and then just say hi on my Instagram. Okay, thanks, have a good night.